Hey guys, if any of you have ever met me, you'll know that pho is one of my most favorite things to eat. It actually put me through university just because it's so cheap, easy, and fast. It's been one of my go-to fast foods, if you want to call it fast food. Majority of the ones that you've had at restaurants have been beef bones and beef bone soup, but we're gonna use chicken here just because it's very easy with regards to cooking down the bone. They're much thinner, so yeah, you're gonna extract the minerals a lot faster as opposed to using a thick beef bone. With what we're gonna be using in terms of spices, we're gonna be using cinnamon, some cloves, these star little things, they are called star anise, some ginger and onion. So it's very basic. A recurring theme with all of this is digestion. It's actually digestion promoting. So you've got the anti-inflammatory effect of the cinnamon. You've got the digestive aspect of cloves as well. Star anise is a very good expectorant. So if you're feeling very mucus filled, then it'll actually have the effect of breaking that mucus and getting it out of your body. And then ginger, obviously everyone knows it's a simple anti-inflammatory. I think it's very mainstream, known in the mainstream as an anti-inflammatory. And then onion, obviously, is a very good antimicrobial. So if you are feeling sick, if you're feeling inflamed, you can throw all of this actually into a tea and you could drink it on its own. But adding the chicken bones as added minerals into the broth, it's perfect for you. Perfect if you're sick, perfect if you're inflamed. So we are gonna show you how to make your own chicken pho at home. So we have our chicken added, we have our spices added, and we are gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes. At that point after, we're gonna take the bones, the chicken out, extract the protein, the meat, and we're gonna put the bones back in and boil it down for another half hour to really extract those minerals from the bones. Keep in mind that the noodles that I'm using here are rice noodles, so they're gluten-free. With other noodles like ramen noodles, I tend to get that big bloat and that heaviness feel. But obviously with me eating pho, I don't tend to get that same bloat, just because it is gluten-free. As the sides that are added, we've got some basil, we've got some onion, some culantro, some chili peppers, and some lemon. So very pH balancing add-ons into our dish. With the sauce, the one thing I'd recommend, especially if you're with a bunch of Asians, I would not butcher the whole thing by and doing that in the whole dish. What I do is actually I take a little bit of noodles, I'll add just a tad bit and I'll eat it, or you can add a little bit, mix it in, mix in some hoisin sauce. Those are good options as well. But don't overdo it. Don't overkill it with sauces, with hot sauce, with with hoisin sauce and whatnot. But yeah, so that's my pho for today. When I was in university, I had this one Asian guy that wanted to be really good friends with me. So he actually worked at a pho restaurant by my school, and I would go there for lunch once in a while, and he'd get really excited. And he showed me how to properly eat pho. He was probably one of my first Vietnamese friends that I've ever met.